Big Jimmy, man.
Hey,
He's
man.
there. He's in the house.
How you doing, boy?
Yeah, not bad, boy. How you doing, boy?
Yeah, boy, you know.
Yeah, man.
Back in this fucking place, man. Back in Peckham now.
Back up in this bitch.
Yeah, look at the size of me. I'm too big.
Too big, man. What do you think of Snips' outfit, mate? Keen?
Oh, that's fucking sexy, that is, mate.
Do you think, mate? It's because she,
Yeah.
lob?
Oh, well, non-binary, innit?
Yeah, non-binary lobster,
Yeah.
drag lobster. Preferred pronoun is lob.
Lob on.
Just lob.
Right, okay. Well, that's, it's for human rights, isn't it? Or lobster rights, maybe.
All lobster lives matter. Come on.
Who's this Temmie, then?
Temmie is the co-host,
Oh,
weekly co-host of Coffee and Memes.
Smash it a bit.
What? Right, what? He's a fight on, is it? Battle of the co-hosts. I thought Murkish Dave won that one.
Murkish Dave?
Yeah, he was voted best ranking radio co-host.
He'd get it as well.
Would he? He's too famous for me now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I've never heard of him.
Him and Mike Skinner, they've just been out fucking grafting, haven't they?
Really? What, together?
Yeah.
Having fun?
For ages, having loads of sexy fun.
Sexy, juicy fun.
Sexy, spicy fun.
No, it's this Temmie though, right?
Oh, yeah. But you literally heard of her 3 minutes ago.
Well, no, I'm just. Where's she drink?
What does she drink?
Where's she fucking drink?
Oh, the nun's head.
The nun's head. The nun's head.
Yeah.
I know the fucking nun's head. I'll go down there and I'll fucking put it on her.
Right,
you know
okay,
what I mean?
all right, fine, mate.
I'll literally. Do you know what I mean?
Not really.
Well, you better, mate.
All right, I will.
Go on then.
Oh, I need to open this up because I'm going to play this bits off a Trickstar. But tell me about your holiday.
My holiday.
You hadn't told me anything about it. You've been in the pub for an hour and a half.
Holiday. So I went to Florida.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Well, you went to Disney World.
I went to Disney World.
Was it Disneyland?
Disney World in Florida.
Wow. What's the difference? Is that Disneyland Paris?
Disneyland was the first Disney park built.
Where?
In Los Angeles. Sorry, my meatball marinara is repeating on me.
Foot long.
Yeah, massive. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so no, we went to Disney World.
Yep.
Which was, I think it's the 40th anniversary of Disney World that we went. Do you know what? It's a bit much for me, mate.
Yeah, right.
Too much for me. It was hot. It was 38 degrees
It's
one day.
fucking Florida, mate. What do you expect?
In
They've got
May-
humidity through the arsehole.
In May, not supposed to be that hot, mate. Not supposed to be that hot.
It's always hot, year round in there. It's murder weather. That's why all that fucked up shit happens there.
Well, I know, but seriously, people there were saying, "Hey, sir, I don't expect this sort of weather in May."
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
I've got
Is that a Floridian accent?
I think so. Yeah.
Hey there, boy.
Hey, boy, get on your knees, boy.
Get on your knees and pucker up that anus for me, boy.
Yeah.
I'm going in dry.
Yeah.
Damn, this is sweaty country. You should have lubrication from your ass crack.
Yeah, I got raped.
Did you?
Yeah. It was terrible.
That's Florida, man.
Yeah, that's what
Was
happens,
it from
man.
someone on meth or something? Some Tide Pod or on the meth?
Trump
Saw
supporter.
your little, what's it?
Yeah.
Saw
He
your
was wearing
pale
a MAGA hat.
So that,
Yeah.
This is MAGA country, boy.
Yeah,
Squeal.
Then he put the MAGA hat on me. Then he made me suck his friend off.
Wow. Any
Yeah.
good? Do you like it?
It tasted sweet.
Did it?
It tasted of juniper.
What rides did you go on?
Well,
Juniper. Patchouli oil.
Yeah, it's delicious, man. It's good for you as well. Yeah. Sorry, what's the question?
What rides did you go on?
Yeah. Not very many
Right. Or is the queue too big?
because the queues are too long.
Do you have to pay extra for a pass?
No, so what you do is, it's all fucking complicated these days. You have to download an app before you go, and then you have to book your queue jumps like a month in advance. So you've got to know exactly what park you're going to go to on the day that you are going to go, and then commit to it, and then commit to your queue jumps at a particular time. So it's all very, very annoying.
Well, do you have to pay extra for those queue jumps?
Well,
Or do you get a certain amount come with the package?
yeah, a certain amount comes with. So you get 3 a day. So you can queue jump 3 rides a day.
How long do you have to wait on the queue jump? Ages, I imagine.
No, not queue jump would be about, longest we waited was 10 minutes.
That's not bad.
We went
is it?
on Space Mountain,
Right.
which was awesome. Have you ever been on Space Mountain?
I've never been to Disney World. I'm middle class.
Oh, mate.
The only working class people go to Disney World.
Were you abused as a child?
No,
everyone's been to Disney World.
Yes, no, I holidayed in North Wales and Cornwall.
Didn't you go to, what's it called, Camper Sands once?
Yeah, that's my...
Or Pikey.
My dad thought it would be funny.
Right. Yeah, you're middle class as well, man.
I know. My dad thought it would be funny to go to a holiday camp. This is like, so this is a holiday park next to Pontins. Like, we would drive back and forth past the Pontins, and after the first day, we'd look fucking dreamily at Pontins.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally like kids in a...
It's quite good these days.
Define good.
Well... Good for me is to go on holiday now and to be left alone.
Yeah, that's what I would deem as good on a holiday.
Yeah.
To have people not trying to sell you shit every 5 minutes.
Yep.
To not hear other people screaming fat-headed little cunt children.
Yep.
And to eat and drink when I wanted.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all I'm after.
I think Pontins is... I think you should go to Pontins.
Pontins? I don't know what? That probably wouldn't even be a hard sell to Hayley. She'd be like, yeah, it sounds cool. I'm up for it.
Yeah, Pontins would be
a
right.
laugh.
Centre
it won't
Parks.
be a laugh. Yeah, Centre Parks I could do.
There is something magical about a world in a orb where...
biodome.
There's something magical about shops which are kind of outside of their context. So, like, if you see...
Like in the Millennium Dome.
Yeah. Or Thorpe Park. They've got like a W.H. Smith's in Thorpe Park or something.
Crazy.
And it's just mental seeing it. It's just like, you just got to go in there and buy a paper.
I just need a notepad, man.
Or
I need a jotter pad now.
Or shops in general, in airports. They're out of context.
They are, yeah.
They're mental.
Honestly, people must drone on about this all the fucking time. It's sort of got to be a lame comedy trope, but like... Those high-end shops in airport, who's fucking buying shit? I know it's a shithouse comedy trope of like, who's buying the luggage at the airport? You've already got your luggage to get to the airport. No one's just taking bundles of clothes to the airport and think, we'll buy some luggage when we get there.
Well, it's funny because I bought some... Actually, I got... it wasn't a particularly high-end shop, but I went and bought some Ray-Bans from... the airport.
Sunglasses Hut.
Yes. And that was a seriously good deal.
Well, how much?
I bought 2 pairs for £120.
It's not bad for Ray-Bans. The problem is that any deal that is above a tenner for me with sunglasses is a bad deal because they'll only last a week.
Well, because you lose them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never wear my Ray-Bans because I'm too scared.
Oh, right, yeah. Would you keep them in a safe at home?
Yeah. I just look at them and wank on them.
Really?
Yeah, occasionally.
Do you think you have objective sexual for sunglasses?
Is that a crime?
No. If it was a crime, you'd be into it.
I'll be well into it. I'll be sticking out my bum. So, yeah, Florida, right?
Yeah.
So I got pulled over by the sheriff.
Yeah? Any good?
It's all right, man.
Did he say, I'm sorry, I'm from England?
Well, I'll tell you the story.
That's what I said.
I was absolutely caning it down this road like an absolute hero. in my Ford Escape. It was just insane.
Rebel.
Loving it with the family in the car, my mum in the front seat. They're all like, what a fucking hero. And then someone said to me, like my mum or something said, oh, there's a cop behind you. I was like,
fucking pigs, man.
Fucking what they do about me. But
right, yeah.
I sort of there was a red light, so I stopped at a red light, and then he sort of pulled up, and I was like, I think I've got away with this, blah de blah. Right. Then he stuck his blue lights on, and I sort of panicked a bit, and I pulled into a 7-Eleven.
Right, yeah.
And then he got out and made a real kind of theatre of it, like sort of put on his aviator shades. He has his gun in his holster, all this kind of shit. Yeah. And like,
you've a real disdain for the law, I can tell from just the.
Well, I just pathetic.
Right.
And I was like, I'm paying like X amount to your tourism, like, economy. Like.
Can we do normal voice for a bit?
So yeah. So anyway, so I he came over doing the old theatre.
Yeah, the routine.
And and I wound down the window, put the window down. I said, "Oh, hello," and he was like, "Do you know why I stopped you?" and I just couldn't help but call him a cocksucker. I said, no cocksucker. No, I didn't really.
Right, yeah.
No, I was like...
He'd have respected you for it.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't know. I just went, no, I've no idea. And apparently I was doing... He said you're doing 62 and a 45.
Cocksucker. I like that.
Okay. 62 and a 45.
Wow, that is quite over the limit.
And I was like, oh, God.
You hero.
I was like, absolute hero for my family. And, yeah, and I was like, oh, God, I'm so sorry about that. He was like, you were from England? I was like, yeah, I am. Yeah, how you doing? Really hammed up the, yeah, how you doing? Sorry, yeah, what can I do? And he was like, license and registration. I was like, well, I've got my license, but this is a rental car, so I don't have the registration documents. And he was like, so where are the rental documents? And I was like, well, they're back at my villa. He said, well, that means you're driving a stolen vehicle, sir.
Right.
So I said,
Did he shit you?
No, I just went, oh, fuck off, cunt. Fuck off, cunt. Fuck off, cunt. No, I didn't really.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just excited to be back. No, and then he took my license. He went. He fucked off for like 10 minutes, made me sweat a bit. And he came back, and then he
Had you gone quite red at this point?
I was quite red. I was quite panicked.
Yeah.
Everyone else was laughing.
Both red and pale at the same time.
Yeah. And my mum was really relaxed about it. She was like laughing about it.
You could have got 25 to life under those circumstances.
I know, and I'd had a beer at lunch as well. I was really worried about that.
I had half a kilo of cocaine in the dashboard as well.
No, I'd had a beer with lunch. I was like, oh my God, I think it's zero tolerance here, like all this kind of stuff. And he came back and he was like, is this your family? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, you shouldn't be driving like that with your family. I was like, fine, yeah, no, I get it. And then
the guilt trip. Yeah.
And then he spoke to one of the girls and he went, should I give him a ticket? and they were petrified and they sort of went, no, Leah. He was like, oh, calm down. And then, yeah, apparently it would have been a $300 ticket, but he let me off. He told me to watch out for the state troopers because they're mean, apparently.
Right, I bet the state troopers would have said that about the sheriffs, though.
Maybe, who knows? You know what was smug about this guy, right?
Right.
The fact that he sort of had to give it the big un, like, you know, the way he sort of strolled up with his aviators. And
Did he strut?
He strutted with his gun.
Was he sexy?
No, he wasn't sexy.
Man in uniform.
No, he wasn't sexy. He was
Bit
just
of power.
Was
he fit? Was he good looking? Was he?
He was quite fit.
Yeah.
In a sort of side-twitty sort of way.
Was he?
Yeah.
Going for working man's hands.
No, he
had gloves on?
He had he had the full shebang on.
Really?
Full shebang. He had the star.
Mounties outfit.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining in my head, even though I was there.
Knee-high boots.
Yeah.
The roll red shebang.
He came on a horse. It's like, it's like due south.
Did he have Diefenbaker with him?
Yeah, he had. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Look round, Diefenbaker's just shagging your missus.
Yeah, she was enjoying it.
You look round, they both give you the thumbs up.
Yeah, he says, "Were you there?" This is really strange.
I saw it on Lively.
Yeah, no, they posted it straight onto YouTube. Yeah,
white boy gets cucked by Diefenbaker.
I think. Well, I should be getting, because it's had like 2 million views that has now, so I should be getting about 3p next week in revenue.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, what was I saying? So yeah, no, this cunt like fucking, he gave it all the big and like strutting around.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what? You get people like this in all walks of life, in sort of jobs of authority, where they have this kind of good cop, bad cop thing with themselves, whereby they kind of start off being an arsehole and then lighten the mood a bit when either children are involved or they realise that actually you're in a position of power. Say, for instance, he realised that I was English and I was a tourist, and then he sort of lightened his mood a little bit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's pathetic.
Pathetic?
Yeah.
They were a bit like that with me when I got busted with them beans when I was a kid. It was all jovial and stuff until I was in the interview room, and then they were like, yeah, it'd be about 6 months. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, probably, you get away with 6 months. I thought, oh no. No, we can't do that. No,
Really?
no, yeah.
God,
the mood really turned.
You must have been bricking it.
I was pretty scared. Yeah, I did a little cry.
Was that the...
I think they quite quickly realised I wasn't a hardened criminal.
So when
Just a poor little raver boy who's caught with some pingers.
When you got nicked...
Yeah.
So were you were taken to the nick...
Yeah.
And then you were presumably interviewed pretty much straight away?
I was in cell for about an hour or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how long did they interview you for?
Not long.
Right.
Half hour.
Did they record it?
Yeah, they record them all, don't they?
I don't know.
And they knocked me about a bit.
Did they?
I don't know if they recorded that. Yeah.
But the coppers?
Yeah. They came in and this guy was...
They filled you in?
This guy had a set of brass knuckles. The other one had a kosh.
Really?
Yeah, man. They went to town on me.
So were they trying to
Medieval.
were they trying to get you to grass up the bigger boys?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there weren't any particularly bigger boys. It was just some lads who, hung around by the seafront selling beans, really.
Oh, right.
So it wasn't like some...
And you grassed them?
Sadly didn't have a... Of course I grassed them. I was 18.
Did you actually?
Well, I told them what I had. Told them the truth. Yeah.
What, you told
and
them
I'd be
name?
like, all right, fuck. I didn't know his name. He had an assumed name.
Oh, right. I thought... Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, there wasn't much to say, really. I think they spotted very quickly that I was just a boy way out of his depth that had gone to, that liked to get high at the weekend.
Did you sleep overnight in the cell?
No, I was maybe another hour, and then my dad came and got me.
Really? Oh. Must have been a low point.
It wasn't fun.
No.
No. It wasn't. It wasn't the worst night of my life.
Mm.
The worst night of my life was losing the dog.
Oh.
We got back though.
Yeah.
But
you'd say losing the dog was worse than that?
It was more traumatic. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't know why. You'd think that being arrested would be worse.
I'd be much more. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what happened the other day with me and the dog.
Oh yeah.
I was walking in the Level in Brighton, right? And I told you earlier because we went on holiday for 2 weeks, and the dog's just gone a bit weird.
They do go a bit weird. They'll come back round after a few days.
Yeah. So me and Susie took her to the Level, and then Susie had to go and get her nails did or something like that.
Just
like,
chick
like
shit,
girls fucking do, man.
Yeah, man.
On my fucking coin,
On
man.
your dime, yeah.
On my fucking dime, man. I work full time, man. All this bitch gets right. Yeah, man. Yeah, just like my money's the whole time, man.
This is your girlfriend who's a doctor, yeah?
Yeah, I love you, Susie. Yeah, I don't actually fucking mean it. No, please. That is a joke. Yeah, she's a doctor.
Yeah, the dog on the Level.
Yep, sorry, yeah. So Susie actually was getting her nails did.
Was it on your dime?
On my fucking dime, right? I work full time, man. Amen. My dime, man. I want my dime.
It's a very difficult situation.
So she was getting her fucking nails did, right?
Yeah.
On my dime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
fucking dime,
yeah,
man.
on my fucking dime, man. No. Yeah. So yeah. She's got
Focus, mate. Focus.
She's getting her nails did on my dime, right? So we were walking the dog through the Level.
Yeah.
She went off to go and get her nails did on my dime.
Yeah.
And she literally shook me down for money. Just like she's like, I need to get my fucking nails done. You can.
You don't do nothing for me.
Yeah, give me your
piece of shit.
Give me your fucking dime, cunt.
I'll sell the dog if you don't give me the money.
Yeah, you can. Fuck off. I was like, what? Why are you
darling, please?
I love you. Fuck off, can.
I'll do anything for you, darling. Look, I can go to the cash point.
I want your fucking pin number, can.
Such an accurate,
yeah.
So
I know, yeah.
Such an accurate rendition of how she spits.
Fucking pin number, cunt. No. Anyway, so we're walking.
She just calls you pin number.
Right, pin number, cunt.
Oi, pin number. I'm going to get my nails done.
Wake up, pin number. I need more money. Just like literally no respect anymore. Pin number! I think she's forgotten my actual name. Pin number! Your friend's at the door!
Right, so the dog, yeah?
Yeah, so me and Susie are walking the dog over the level, right? Yeah. Susie's going to go and get her nails did on my dime. And goes, pin number!
Yeah.
No, sorry. No more. And so we've got the dog off the leash.
Yeah.
Susie walks off, and then the dog follows her, very sweet and everything like that. Like, ha 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 ha, no, come back. Put the dog back on the lead. Walk around the park for a bit. 20 minutes, I think. Safe to take her off the lead. Took her off the lead, and she literally bolted off the level, and legged it over Ditchling Road, where all this traffic is, like literally, going backwards and forwards. Well, only forwards because it's one way. Didn't need to know that.
It's all right, paint the picture.
Yeah, and she never does that, and she always has very good recall. But she fucked off, and she ran out of my sight, so I couldn't see her. And I was like, oh my god, she's basically been flattened by a van.
Yeah.
Luckily, she hadn't been. She just ran into the Bat and Ball pub, which is...
she's gone for a quick half or something.
Well, have you ever been there?
It's a rough pub.
It's the roughest pub in Brighton.
Is it?
Where all the... I mean, it used to be rough, right? But it's even worse now that they've shut
Really?
the Branch Tavern on London Road.
Oh, shit, they've all gone there, have they? Wow.
So for about 2 minutes, I was like, where the fuck is she?
She's a staff, she'd be all right in there.
Well,
part staff.
Well, someone actually grabbed me, this drunken man with no teeth. He was like, "You looking for a dog?" I was like, "Yeah, he's in there." And I went in there, and she was just like on her back, like getting stroked by all these drunk men.
Little slut.
Yeah, but yeah, for about a minute there, I just thought, A, I thought she'd been flattened, and B, I thought she was lost forever.
Yeah.
And can you imagine like sell it? We've got Susie off getting her nails done on my dime. She's already like calls me pin number, right? And I have to break the news to her that the dog's... What the fuck do you mean, pin number? Yeah. You fucking killed the dog! Yeah.
She start like banging you in the forehead.
Yeah.
Like, fly, pin number! What you flatten the dog for?
Yeah, that's why I've got a little dent in my forehead,
So that's the problem. It's those nails that she gets done on your dime.
On my dime, yeah.
They're quite sharp.
Yeah, no, I've literally got a hole in my forehead,
Your forehead.
Yeah, my forehead.
In your forehead.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim, Jesus. Hey, I was telling you about it earlier. And we played it on the show. I played it on the show on Tuesday, I think. It's recording from Trickstar, but it bears repeating because obviously you used to do the show with me. And I'm sort of speaking to the wider audience now rather than just you. Sorry.
Are you okay? What was that?
Just some
gas?
dreams, I think, just came out.
Some dreams?
Yeah.
Is that how you get rid of dreams?
So, yeah.
Wow.
I hadn't properly woken up until just then.
Oh. Oh.
But...
Oh, God.
Like, sometimes you can wake up. I've had it sometimes, like, you wake up and you're halfway through a dream. Actually being able to go to the toilet, come back and then go back into the dream.
Oh.
It's quite a distance.
So you've woken up and you're conscious, you're awake and shit?
Yeah, well, enough to go for a piss and know that I've gone for a piss.
And then you go back to sleep and you're back into the dream.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is the dream, isn't it? That's what you want out of life, especially if you're having a nice dreamy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know, I've had a dreamy once. This is good fun.
Yeah.
And I've had a few... I'm not sure whether it's lucid dreaming or not, but it's a good dreamy where I'm able to fly and I'm able to control... my elevation of flight by breathing.
Nice.
Like a bit like how you dive.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
That's good. That's a good dreamy.
That is a good dream, isn't it? Chalk that one up. Very nice. Talking of dreamies, what's that? Where did that come from?
I like dreamies. What's up?
I don't know. Some sort of bit of matter. Just fun. I don't know whether or not it fell out of my face or what the deal is there. It's just matter.
Oh.
Anyway, this recording from Trickstar. Fucking hilarious.
What is it, buddy?
So, occasionally they have people do naughty things.
What do you mean?
Some people are naughty, aren't they?
What, like Farting.
Yeah, swearing.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Swearing.
Taking Class A drugs.
Oh, that's sort of naughty.
Anyway, we found a really naughty boy on Trickstar who used to do the evening show at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night.
Saturday.
Right. And anyway, he's coming to do his show off his mash on beans and he can't remember what his show's called and he got fired.
Right. Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, go on.
Hang on. Sorry, channel there.
Star Radio.
Yes, guys, you'd like to do it.
Hang on. Can you just rewind that bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe just try and decipher what he's saying.
Trickstar Radio.
Yes, guys, you'd like to do it. Thank you. As you know, Saturday night is involved. And what's my show called?
Oh my god.
Infected. Yes, baby. Well, guys, for 10 minutes it'll take you to the mix. You're not naughty.
I believe at this point he turns to do drugs.
Right.
It's on the CCTV.
I'm Wilson. You're infected. I'll take you through some naughty stuff now. You got me there.
He sings the words to a different song.
Wow. So, he sounds northern to me. Is he northern?
Don't know. Never met him. Never met the cunt. I quite want to get him on the show though.
Yeah, bring
He
him.
can come. He can do a show on Threshold anytime, mate.
Bring him on.
We've got no Ofcom regulation here.
Yeah.
Do what we want.
So, Side, did he hit the roof about it?
Yeah, he fired him. He's angry.
Did he sort of
Brought the hammer down, didn't he?
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So
Yeah.
I wonder what I mean, had he been out before, do you suppose?
I presume so. Yeah, it would make sense, wouldn't it?
I can't imagine anything worse than doing that.
Yeah. Same.
I mean, you know, notwithstanding Trickstar only have about 3 listeners. You know.
Yeah, including Sai.
Yeah, including Sai and Dara.
Yeah.
Dara's just sitting there crying, listening to it. Yeah, Sai, Dara, and Pete.
Right. And once a week, Alex Downey.
Yeah, Alex Downey tunes in just to see what he's missing out on.
Or Jimmy Willis.
Yeah, Jimmy Willis, you know, when he's not fishing.
Yeah, when he's just descaling a fish or something.
Yeah, all right, you know, more or less 5 listeners, right?
Yeah.
Even so, even if you've got 5 listeners, I still wouldn't fancy going out, you know, not that I do it, on the razzle tazzle, then coming back and doing a radio show, right? Not for me, thank you very much. I'd rather just go home with my buddies.
Yeah, sure. Go home and fucking listen to Oasis on your own on my Spotify account. That's what you do, isn't it?
That's exactly what I do. You notice I've got my own Spotify account.
I know. The algorithm in mine's still fucked. I still get bloody notifications. The new Gomez single is out. Fuck off.
Brilliant stuff.
I swear to God, I spend so much of my time now trying to cultivate algorithms.
Yeah.
With my YouTube recommendations. I watch literally one video about my car to try and find out something about my car. Now, all my fucking recommendations are about cars.
How about this, right? So I recently got a new car.
Sure.
So I did a lot of searching for cars, right? Did a lot of searching for cars for quite some time. Cars. Talking about cars with Susie.
Cars.
Cars. You know, oh, what about cars? Looking at cars, like cars. Oh, cars. Suddenly, all the adverts on 4OD were car related.
They're always correlated, though.
Well, these were specific sort of cars that we were looking at. Is that possible, would you say?
What, the 4ID adverts are cultivated, that are targeted?
Yeah.
It's possible.
On the TV, like, on the 4OD thing. Is that possible? Because I can see
you
how...
have to plug an email address into 4ID, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, possible.
I think that's a step beyond, isn't it?
I'll tell you what's a step beyond. There's a Sam Harris podcast. It's called Making Sense. And I can't remember what the name of the guy is. It's the guy that has written a book called You've Been Zucked.
Right.
You see it everywhere. This obviously is about Zuckerberg. But he's talking about just the amount of information that Facebook and Google and that have on you that they have absolutely no obligation to tell you about but can sell. So a good example he uses like, okay, so you got Google as your homepage, you've got Gmail, all of this stuff, and you've had it for 10 years, longer, 20 years, maybe not 20 years, but a significant amount of time. They can track your mouse movement on the web page. And so they would be able to tell over 10 years of your mouse movement any differences in it. And so they would be able to predict like the early signs of Parkinson's before you would know.
Right.
And they would be under no obligation to tell you about this, but they would be perfectly within their rights to sell that information to a health insurance company.
Wow.
It's just quite terrifying.
Yeah, that's a bit worse than my car story.
A little bit. And also, I mean, Gmail, they read all of your emails. Like they read everything, and so they know everything about you. Like if you said that you were feeling depressed or that you felt like you had depression, but you'd never been to the doctors and had a formal diagnosis of it, they could then sell that to health insurance companies. That could make it really difficult for you to get travel insurance because a lot of travel insurance companies won't cover you if you have mental illness. As
a joke, I tell you that I'm going to go out and kill a man.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's... it sort of ends up in some fucking weird digital dossier somewhere, doesn't it?
So they won't act on that then?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like if we had emails back and forth to each other where we went, all right, let's do a test. Let's pretend to be plotting a terrorist attack and see whether or not the police come and break down our doors.
Should we do it for a laugh?
Would be banter, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Proper bant, right? But yeah, so I don't know whether or not they're under obligation to do that. Because like a while ago, you know, there was this whole thing of like privacy and all of this stuff, and people would be like, I don't care about online privacy because I'm not breaking any laws, I'm not planning any terrorist acts, whatever, read all my emails, I don't care. But then the deeper you think, that's such like a sort of high altitude view of it. Like when you really think about it in the detailed sort of micro level, when you're like, yeah, all I did was mention to a friend of mine that I've been feeling depressed, now I'm having real trouble getting health insurance, what the fuck is going on here? Or like you end up in a divorce case or something and suddenly... all this stuff has been handed out. Like,
yeah, there's an awful lot of stuff on my Facebook about marriage. A lot of stuff about cars which won't bugger off now. So it doesn't really have it properly down because I've got a car.
It doesn't
now,
know you've bought one, yeah.
Which is a bit. And also, for instance, like last Christmas, I got my aunt and uncle a double-ended dildo, right, big 10-incher, because that's what they asked for.
Yeah.
And I bought it, obviously, gave it to them, but now I'm just getting stuff about butt plugs, nipple electrodes.
But surely also like the one you got
condoms.
was like a Christmas themed one, right?
Yeah.
So it's obvious what occasion that's being bought for. So what's the point in showing it to you again on 5th of January?
Well, yeah. I mean, they do say...
had the reindeer horns and stuff on it. It was part of the deal.
What's that famous saying? There's a dildo for all months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the dildo for all occasions.
Yeah,
sure.
Which, you know, it's a nice sort of tagline, but it doesn't really make sense. You know,
I'd just not thought that deeply into it. I thought, no, you're right. Yeah, it's just a truism. It's a sort of accepted axiomatic truth.
So this is you know. So you're talking about like real kind of specific targeting based on sort of very, very kind of based on data which is gathered in a fairly spurious way.
Yeah.
If that's true, right, surely they must be able to decipher the fact that I'm buying a dildo for my aunt.
Yeah.
Rather than me. And once I've bought that dildo, they can see that A, I'm a male and I'm straight. Probably not buying the double-ended dildo for myself.
Could be for you and another guy. Oh, I mean, it could be for you and a girl. You know, it could be an ass-to-ass situation.
Okay, let's not talk about dildos. Something innately feminine. say, okay, or I buy a Barbie doll for a child
Yeah.
along with a dildo.
Well, just in the same, whatever you're just doing, you're shopping from
Yeah.
somewhere
I'm just
like
getting-
Matalan that sells it all.
Yeah, so I'm just getting all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
Surely they must be able to then just look at my little, my little self and just go, okay, well, look, the dildo maybe, but the Barbie doll, that's clearly for a child. He's bought that now. Let's stop bombarding him with Barbie doll merchandise.
No, but you're going to want the upsell, aren't you? Like, now you've bought the Barbie, you want the Playhouse, and you want the Camm.
No, I
and you want all
don't.
that.
I don't.
No, I know you don't. Well,
No,
you
I-
think you don't.
I don't. No, this is once in a blue moon purchase. And if they're so sophisticated, if they're so sort of like big brothers watching you,
Yeah.
they should be able to know that.
Should.
Could.
Would. Yeah, no, you're so right. You're so right.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I've made the worst list of stuff to talk about.
All right.
Literally.
I can see it.
Yeah. Tory leadership race.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. That's a good one.
Yeah. Tom Cruise versus Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know there's a medical erection chart?
No.
This I found out the other day. Well, I found 2 things out in 2 days about dicks, and
Yep.
I can't believe I didn't know about either of them before.
Was it related to the Tory leadership?
No.
That's good. How'd you do that then?
That's a little soundboard there.
Lobsters.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Nice.
Yeah.
It's appalling. Get your act together.
Yeah.
It's appalling one.
Yeah.
It's appalling.
You don't listen to Coffee and Memes, do you? No. Yeah, 2 things. Firstly, there was a guy who didn't ask me anything on Reddit. He's got 2 dicks.
Not biologically.
Yep. From birth.
Was there
Genetic anomaly.
a twin in there?
No. That was one of the big questions.
Right.
Have you sort of absorbed a twin? Nope. It's got a name. I'll see if we can find it. Incredible. The picture. Yep, here he is. I'll show you.
I refute this. I think
Mate.
I refute this.
Yeah, you want to see the pics?
Yeah.
Oh, what? It's no longer available. It was available bloody literally last week.
Oh, convenient.
No!
Oh, how convenient.
Come on, man. The fuck? Oh, right. Yeah, look, here he is. But yeah,
That is not real.
No, I swear to... this is the guy. This is him. Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. It's 2 just normal... There. Yeah, it's 2 normal dicks, man.
Yeah, but that could be Photoshop.
No, it's a thing. Why has he got his fingers down his chaps for?
Where? What?
Oh, this one there.
Oh my god.
What's the dude? Ah!
Why is he doing that?
Ah! This is the same dude, right? This is the dude, yeah?
So what does he do with these 2 dicks?
He shags 2 people at the same time. No,
Does he actually?
Can do. Yeah.
Did he get bonus in both
Yeah, he
of
gets
them?
bonus in both of them.
At the same time?
Yeah, so this is the Ask Me Anything. So when you masturbate, how do you control the mouse? That's a funny question. Anyway, there is the sort of story behind it is, both are 100% functional. When I was born with a thing called diphtheria. I did not absorb a twin. It's not genetic. Oh, it's not genetic or inherited. I am bisexual and in a committed relationship with a man and a woman. But I have permission to stray only with James Franco.
Is that what he says?
Yep. Wherever he is.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So it's not genetic.
No, it's called,
just-
it's
So it's just a...
diphtheria.
And this is a thing, is it?
Yeah, here it is. It is genetic. All right. Condition presented at birth, which a person has 2 penises. This is a rare condition. It was first written about in a report by the Swiss doctor Johannes Jakob Wecker when he encountered a cadaver exhibiting the condition in 1609. It only affects about 1 out of every 5 or 6 million baby boys. Wow.
So how many? So there's 3 billion people in the world, is there?
6 or
6
7.
billion, 7. So there's a million in a billion.
No, 1,000.
1,000 million in a billion. So that means that there'll be quite a there'll be a handful of people with diphtheria.
A few hundred.
Yeah.
Anyway, some funny questions on here. Although, has it been closed? Oh no, it's here. Can you write your first and last name in the snow simultaneously? Oh, he hasn't answered that. Are there any possible complications you have to watch for? My prostate gets inflamed if I don't ejaculate enough. I'm probably the only guy with a legit reason to orgasm at least once every day or 2 days. My prostate gets stimulation from both cocks and creates a lot of seminal fluid. So when I come, it has to be squeezed every few days to get the excess out. Otherwise, it feels bloated and painful.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
It's weird that can I have a look at the penises again?
Yeah, man.
So
Whoa, why did you have to put your fingers down the chaps, though? Seriously, man.
Can we look at a
slightly more reasonable one?
Yeah.
Like, there you go. But it's just, it's just two normal dicks next to each other.
Yeah,
right?
One's slightly larger than the other one.
Yeah, he's got a favourite.
Yeah.
And one of them gets hard first, and the other one will get hard enough, but not as hard as the first. Why is his bumhole enormous like that?
Let's have a look at his bum.
What's the deal with that?
Oh, God, that's a massive bum.
Oh, no, why is he, that's a prolapsed bumhole there. Ah, Jesus, man.
Oh, God, you got a guy. Is that.
Oh, look, someone's sucking them both at the same time.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
Crikey, I didn't realise you. Oh, God, is that him?
I guess so.
He must have done porn, this guy, right?
You'd think, wouldn't you? You'd
Yeah.
hope. God, he'd give the people what they want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people want to see.
So has he actually done 2 people at the same time with the penises?
Yeah, let's see. There it is. Look, with the Ask Me Anything post-it note.
Right.
Double dick dude on Reddit. Ask Me Anything. This was in 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done it all, man. One in the front, one in the back. 2 different people, 2 in the same hole. Everything you wish you could.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, anyway, so I learnt about him.
Yeah.
So that was a fun morning. That was a fun 10 a.m. session.
Okay, good one, yeah.
with the lobster crew.
Yeah. What else did you do with Tuesday?
Then we found out about the erection chart. Not flow chart. Erection grading, yeah. Where's the one that So there, yeah, I don't know whether or not you knew this, but there is... Do you remember the Bristol stool chart?
Yeah, we've discussed it before, haven't we?
Yeah. This is no good. Evaluation of... Yeah, no, that's nice. Guys, someone... let's go. Anyway, there's a... it goes from 0 to 4.
Right.
And so you can have a different
I'm
grade.
definitely a 2.
Do you think maybe it comes up... Oh, what, right now? Yeah, here we go. Look, erection hardness score. 0 is obviously just flaccid.
Flaccid, so it's no erection.
No boner.
Yep.
Okay. Grade 1, penis is larger, but not hard. Semi
boner.
Yeah. 2,
Semi-lob on.
hard, but not enough for penetration. Pill willy. That's horny pill.
That's horny pill.
That's thumb it in, right?
That's thumb it in. I would refute that, and I would suggest that is enough for penetration.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. Who are you basing that on? How keen are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, honestly, because I reckon with enough encouragement, I could get completely flaccid pain inside. It would just flop straight out again when I tried to do anything with it. Because of course, when you
love the other person,
when you're like three deep or whatever, your hope is that if you thumb it in, that once it's in, it'll go like, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm in a vagina, and it'll get hard. Then it'll sort of realise what's going on.
Yeah,
it doesn't. Though, does
it's
it?
weird, isn't it? How men sort of talk about their penises in such a way where it's kind of like thing which is outside of their body, like outside of like
they anthropomorphise it.
Yeah, it's like hello,
hello.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know whether maybe women do the same thing about their cunts.
don't be indelicate.
No, they're twats.
The twats.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds like the sort of thing my girlfriend and her friends would discuss in intimate detail. Grade 3, hard enough for penetration, but not completely hard. Half-arsed.
I think this chart is rubbish.
Yeah?
This is... What is this a thing?
Yeah.
So, but...
Hey, look, it's a self-assessment tool used in Viagra clinical studies. Erection hardness score, the EHS. Because what I said was, who is making this? Why do they have some sort of monopoly over bonus scales?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't I start my own? I'm calling it the BBA, the British Boner Association.
Well, I would suggest that there is a myriad of stages of boner.
Way more, aren't there?
Yeah, there's about 68, I'd say, just off the top of my head.
Also, this grade 4, which is the hardest, completely hard and fully rigid. No. There is stages beyond this. There's like about to explode, like which I would term the Captain Beef heart.
Yeah,
because it looks like a beef's heart.
Yeah, the
cow's heart.
I would suggest the boner you have in the morning. It can be incredibly
really
painful.
Bad. Yeah, it can. Yeah,
and that's
can.
a real throbber.
Yeah.
That's a real 68er, that is.
Yeah,
you know, if there's 68s. And literally, I've only just started thinking about it, so I can already think of 68 stages of hardness.
Yeah, wow.
And 68, you know, you're looking at a fate worse than death.
You know, 68 stages of hardness are playing at Brixton Academy later in the month.
Yeah. Do you want to go?
Yeah, you should do.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
I love their early stuff. I'm not so keen on the new album.
No, they're shit, mate. Yeah, boners.
Scored what? Oh, hold on a second. Look, grade. You scored 21 to 25. What? There's a fucking test involved here. Penis is completely hard and fully rigid. Cucumber. What?
Well, hang on. Like
grade 3, unpeeled banana. Mild ED.
Is that mild erectile dysfunction?
I guess so. Yeah. Grade 2, peeled banana. Penis is hard, but not enough for penetration. What's grade 1 is tofu. Soy boy.
Oh,
wow, what a surprise. Too much penis is larger, but not... What? Why are you doing it with food stuff? Marshmallow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like getting a marshmallow into a piggy bank. Yeah.
That's one, that is.
Yeah.
I'd also call that Jello.
Yeah.
Jello.
Did you eat any Jello in America?
It's jam, innit? Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, jelly is jam.
Jelly is jam.
Jello is jelly.
Yeah.
No, man.
Mad bastards.
No, I went to Walmart though. I went to Walmart.
Did you go Walmart?
Yeah.
Any good?
And
Buy a gun?
Target. No, they don't. I don't think they do it anymore.
They don't do it anymore.
I certainly didn't.
Why not?
See
What about their Second Amendment rights?
I didn't see any.
Why are they trying to take their Second Amendment rights? This fucking Obama is trying to take the guns.
I went to Target.
Yeah.
And
was it super hard?
Sucked a guy's dick. So hard.
Just, what, like in the changing rooms or just on the shop floor?
So hard in the frozen food section. And I swallowed his cum.
Next week on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, we met someone from RuPaul's Drag Race. That was another
you?
thing we did, yeah. The person who won it last year. How about that?
Graham. Oh, I don't know what they're called.
Paul the Dude, they call him.
Wow.
And his cock and balls were like swinging around. No. We were in some fucking shopping mall, I think they called it.
But any just normal geezer could go like, yeah, I won RuPaul's last year.
No. He was in a shop doing a promo thing.
Okay, right.
And he was like dressed up like a slut.
Wow.
And I was like, oh
like a fierce bitch.
I was like, oh my God, that is a total bitch.
Yeah.
And Susie's like, yeah, man, I'll get a fucking picture with that cunt, yeah. She was just like, hey, you.
Pin number! Get your camera out!
They're like, pin number! Hey, you geezer! I want a picture of you, cunt! Hey, pin number!
It's a geezer off RuPaul!
Out my camera, pin number! I can't come over here! Get your cock out! No, I didn't know who the guy was, you know, or the woman. I don't know, man. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
But it was attractive.
You don't know
attractive
who the fierce
looking
bitch was?
No.
Would you?
Absolutely.
Sure.
I mean, Mos's
2019, baby. You got it.
7 foot tall, man.
You got it. Oh, you're racist.
Yeah, well, he's 7 foot tall.
Really?
Man. Something like that, man, with heels. Big fucking woman, man.
Whoa.
I was like, yeah, get that shit over here. Yeah, this 7, look at this, man. Yeah, get kadunka, man. Yeah, man.
It's all right. You spent too much time in Florida. I get it. That Florida heat is getting you.
Yeah, boy. I was like, oh, yeah, mama. Yeah, boy. Get that ass.
Squeal, boy.
Yeah, get that Christian ass over here, boy. Let's have a look at that Christian little asshole. Look at that, get his little asshole, little ass cheeks parted. Let's look at that little ass. Oh yeah, he's got some shit in there, boy.
It's appalling.
Yeah, little Christian, come here, boy. I want to see that little tussie of yours. See, little ball bag. Look at that.
Look, Christian's too big for us now, mate. He's eclipsed us. His famous baseline house sensation has far surpassed.
How big is he?
He's bigger than Jesus.
Right, here we go. Do you remember when I used to like ask you who was bigger out of all the different DJs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that at Christian now.
Okay.
Is Christian a bigger name than? What's that? What a girl unit?
Girl unit. Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Don't know.
Oh,
I don't know much about girl unit, to be honest.
have you heard of him?
Yeah.
You've heard of Christian?
Yeah.
And what are people
Girl
saying?
unit's been around a long time, man.
What are people saying about Christian though?
That he's really fit, and you know that.
What the other sort of like DJs are saying?
Yeah, like the
when you DJs get together, you
like
all
the
sort of gossip about
baseline house glitterati.
Right.
Just like Christian's really fit, and like his shins are okay and stuff, but like he's so hot, and like his Kappa trousers, they unpop just for no reason, and his dick is just swinging around, and like nobody's business, like this fucking great thing's in business for itself, like he's got 2 of them in there. This Diphtheria motherfucker. Oh, I think I'm not sure who it was that said that. Possibly Daft Punk. I don't know. Yeah.
In all seriousness, though, is he like quite famous now?
Nah, not really. No, well, no. He, as far as look, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't know that much about Baseline House, but he's doing pretty well from all accounts.
Well, okay, because I'm quite interested in this. Is he
Sure.
sort of? What does he do?
Look, mate, I'm not his fucking parent and or guardian.
Yeah, I know, but you must know.
I don't. I don't know what I see on the internet. I see he's getting a lot of plays.
Yeah.
He seems to be playing out a lot, and there seem to be a lot of good people playing his tunes.
Like who?
I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he is at a position that I might have been in 2008.
Okay,
Which is not bad. So just before Meow Meow came out.
Oh right.
Starting to catch people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
People playing the shins. All right. Yeah, sure.
Do you
Yep.
think? Do you think he's big because of his looks?
Is he so
tits.
fit? Yeah.
Yeah, his tits.
Yeah, he's got good tits.
It's got amazing tits. I remember. It takes me back to that time where he used to like. It's before he started getting really fucking irritating on the show. When he was just like a sort of, a pup.
Yeah.
A pup where we
yeah.
used to sort of, have a bit of,
bully him.
bully him, like gang fuck him, like all this kind of stuff. And I used to drive him home, like off the Lewis Road, and then I'd sort of force myself.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
And it was such a good.
Please, Mr. Pro. Oh, I don't know, Mr.
And I sort of force my tongue
Mr.
into his mouth.
It'd
and,
squeal a little bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
and it would just be like, and it would, but it would be, I wouldn't like. It wouldn't. Well, it gravitated to serious sexual assault. But in the early days, it was just sort of groping. Snogging. I'd obviously have a few drinks in me before I did it.
Before you drove, yeah.
Yeah. Of course. And then it'll just be like, tongue down the throat.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very simple, very honest, very cool, very
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
And then sort of, give him a hickey. Feel around his groin.
Yeah.
And really get to know him as a kid. You know?
Really came. I think that's really helped. He really came of age after that.
Well, I saw an interview. Is it Mixed Mag it's called?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I saw an interview when he talks about his dark past.
Right, yeah.
He talks about... And I know he's talking about me.
Yeah,
and there's something very, very sweet and very cool about that.
No, it's nice to sort of get name dropped, even if he didn't mention it directly.
Yeah, well, exactly. But I always know it's me he's talking about. And it's very, very cool. It's very sweet, very nice. And yeah. No, good luck to him. He's good, you know.
Right, God bless him.
Love him very much.
God bless him.
Shag him,
Yeah. No, I mean...
We'll fuck him.
Yeah, have you ever fucking put out when I tried?
Frigid
little bit.
Slag. Fucking.
Anyway, listen, pal. This Tory leadership race.
Oh no.
Anyway, what's the name? Ledsom's out.
Oh, she's out.
She's out. Esther McVeigh, she's gone.
The old McVeigh.
Yeah, some gal. Some other lad I've never heard of. Rory Stewart. He's bottom, but he's still in it.
I like him.
Yeah, he's.
I like the fact he toots on the old opium at weddings.
Oh, he likes a bit of opium. Speaks about a dozen languages.
Yeah.
I
know that people are sort of like posting stuff about him, like, kind of being anti loads of kind of like human rights and stuff.
Like what? No.
Like he always votes against like kind of nice things in Parliament and things like that, like rights for stuff. I don't know. I don't really read this shit. I just get.
No, but that's what people post. But there's often a difference between what people post about and what's actually going on.
Well, I don't
just in the
but
world.
Anyway, just imagine. Imagine for a minute that for a minute that
he hates people. Yeah,
he hates people. But he's got a very nice little face, isn't he?
Cute, isn't he?
Yeah,
cute little.
And there's something
a bad bunch, isn't he?
And there's something about because all this like drug stuff, right? They're all admitted, they're all falling over each other to admit that they've done drugs and stuff.
Yeah. So I like Sajid Javid going like, I smoke fags sometimes.
Yeah.
Cute.
That's cool.
In a way.
Well, no, it's not cool. But like smoking opium is pretty cool.
Yeah,
right?
That's pretty cool.
Like comparably, like that is really cool. Like doing a bit of gear. Like I like when all these sort of people come out like, well, it ruins lives. It's like, yeah, but you do it, don't you?
Everyone does it.
So, I don't like genuinely. I know it's probably like a well-trodden opinion, but who cares?
No, I would rather have a prime minister that had done a bit of gear than not. Like, at least, like the only reason everyone's angry at Michael Gove, understandably, is because of his just unbearable hypocrisy about it. Like, which, yeah, of course, they have every reason to be angry. I mean, he's a slimy little cunt.
Yeah.
Like,
why is it that? You got Gove, slimy little cunt. He kind of, he's pretty much the reason my mum gave up teaching.
Is he?
Yeah, he kind of brought in the bureaucracy of teaching. He was very dismissive of teachers' rights. He was just a bit of a cunt, to be honest. Jeremy Hunt, very much didn't do very well for the NHS.
He's like the bloody sugar babe of the fucking well, no, that's not right. Let's having a go. Oh, we'll stick him on as health or something. Yeah. Oh, no, we'll get him on as this. Or we'll get him on as that.
But he's
just fucked, just disaster.
He's come second, right?
Yeah.
So he's very well respected. But my God, is he unpopular with NHS staff? Like
he's unpopular with the general public on an unbelievable, probably more unpopular with the general public than Gove is. I would think.
No, definitely. So I don't know, like. If the Tories, right, are trying to win over, like me, for example, right, I have absolutely no idea who I would vote for in the next election.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't vote Tory just because of, like, Tory. But if there was a Tory candidate who kind of spoke a bit more sense about stuff.
Yeah, if you had like a nice centre-right, like kind of sensible, like reasonable, moderate, conservative that was, not ridiculous, and I don't know, was someone who was from working class stock but had worked their way up, and kind of like a little bit of a sort of Sajid Javid character, but not as. He's
another cunt, isn't he? They're all like, they're all just like every. The only one, I'm not a member of the Tory party.
You're a card-carrying Labour member.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fucking communist scum.
well, I don't really.
Communist detected.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a card-carrying member, but because I don't really know anymore.
No, I don't know. There's certainly no party that represents my dreams for the libertarian paradise.
I've gone off. I used to like Corbyn. I've gone off him a bit.
He's my worst.
You don't like him, do you?
I can't stand him.
No.
He's not the worst, though. John McDonnell is a million times worse than Corbyn.
I don't know. I think but the thing with Corbyn is he doesn't denounce things as quickly as he should, or if not at all. But I do see a decent person in him, whereas I only saw a decent person in Theresa May when she was really like getting absolutely lambasted by people left, right, and centre.
I don't see that decent person in Corbyn.
Do you not?
No.
Oh well, I do. I see that he is actually. I don't think he's a tyrannical, like horrible person. I think he's genuinely trying to make a difference and trying to make things better.
I don't get that.
No,
not from the people that he's associated himself with over time. And
what, Hamas?
Oh, his friends over at Hamas. Yeah. No, and like his work with Press TV in Iran, and like he's taking personal money from them, and like continuing to work with them even after Ofcom had taken away their license for broadcasting forced confessions of journalists. And just what about his beard? Rides a bike though.
He's got a beard.
He wears a linen suit.
He's got a nice little beard.
Yeah.
He's got a nice little beard.
No, I would never ever vote for a Marxist, like ever. I just think buying into that, like just being, such a fan of Hugo Chavez. Oh, he's a hero. It's a better way. It's called socialism. It's called social justice, and it's just like, oh, come on, man. Like,
well, yeah. I mean,
I just want a sensible centre-left Labour Party.
Yeah, no, I think that that would be great.
Yeah, can you imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you would want a sort of like a non-interventionalist Blair in a way.
Yeah. Do
you know what I mean? Well, like Blair without the Iraq business.
I mean that would be perfect.
That seems reasonable, doesn't it?
That would be great. But the obviously if Corbyn got in, like we wouldn't suddenly be a socialist society.
No, but it's the worry is like how much damage could he do in 4 years?
Well,
like, have you seen the mad shit they've come out with? Like, McDonald going on about, whoa, what we really need for climate change is a 10-hour working week and everyone to take a 75% pay cut. Like can't we just be sensible? Like, can't we just say reasonable things? Like, you're living in a fucking dream world.
I don't...
we're going to buy back the energy companies for, like, however many trillion. That's a good use of taxpayers' money, isn't it?
I'll tell you what would be a good one.
Go on.
10-hour working week.
Here we go, lads.
But you get the same salary. And that's what I would say.
Yeah.
If I was...
Because it'd be just as profitable, wouldn't it?
If I was McDonald... Yeah. Old McDonald had a farm.
An animal farm.
Yeah. Then I'd do that. I'd just say, look, just do a work for 10 hours.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. What the hell else would you do with your time now? This is the thing with bloody universal basic income. Like, I'm into it in principle, but people are like, well, it'd be just fantastic. People could go out and like create art and spend time on other projects. But they fucking wouldn't. Like, it would be fantastic for a small minority of people. Yeah. And it'd be nice to take the load off everyone, of course. But like, it could, like, people need to work. People need to do something with their lives, and like, you have to be like imaginative and like even doing creative stuff.
You won't just suddenly start becoming artistic.
I just started to paint a self-portrait, and really it just came from there.
No, the thing is, funnily enough, that sort of thing, which is supposed to be sort of helping, I don't know. I just think that would be taken advantage of by middle class people. Yeah, it'd be brilliant for the middle class. Weirdly, it would just be brilliant for middle class people, wouldn't it?
But get an extra £1,000 a month.
Yeah,
it's actually fantastic. I spend more time in my studio, just
wanking
and arranging my semen into these beautiful prints, actually. And I've taken some prints now of my wife's vagina. And they're incredible. We're doing an open house in May, actually. You can come around and have a look. We're doing tea and cake in the garden.
I think that This is radical.
There we go.
But I think we should all be on the same. You know?
We should all be on the same. Why can't we all just get along?
We should all be on the same money.
Which political party do you think is the least authoritarian?
By authoritarian, you mean?
The party that technically wants the government to have the least amount of power.
I mean, you'd have to probably go for parties that have the least power at the moment.
Yeah, no, but I would like to reduce the scope of government. I think government has much too much interference with people's lives.
Really?
Yeah, definitely, and spends way too much money in the process.
Yeah, but don't you just?
I can't even begin to imagine how much money the fucking government wastes every year that could be better spent. Huge branches of government.
But isn't that just the way it's sort of governed? Like,
yeah, but it could be reduced.
Isn't it a better idea to just have someone else do it? Like, someone who's better. Like, you know, I don't.
Oh,
you know,
like that. Okay,
it's
so
like,
it's like
getting a Sparky round to your house, just like, can I do it myself? Like, well,
yeah,
no, you just get someone else to do it. Like,
no, but that would be better if I mean, it wouldn't be good for the Sparkies, but it'd be good for everyone else to be able to do the majority of their household electrician work themselves, right? It'd be better for the individual. It'd be shit for the Sparkies, but
no, because
what do you mean no?
Because
of course it would. You wouldn't have to pay the money.
Well, okay, if my lights went out tomorrow,
that's quite a good analogy.
If my lights went out tomorrow, but I had to go to work to earn money.
Yeah, but you don't need the lights when you're at work.
Yeah, I know, but like it's still my time. Like, you know, I'd be able to use my time in other ways.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of like
I don't want to spend my entire time governing the country.
No, I don't want to govern the country either. I'm just saying it could be governed better in a smaller, more localized way, in a more decentralized way. Like the UK is a really, really centralized country, centralized around London, way more than other countries are. Like
but London's better. That's the reason.
London's cool, man. I'll give you that. But like Switzerland do a really nice sort of thing where a lot of
bloody Swiss. You ever been to Switzerland?
Yeah,
it's
very expensive.
It's incredibly expensive.
But they earn loads of money. It's just expensive to us. It's not expensive to them. I know a Big Mac's like $2,000 or whatever.
And it's like, honestly, it's the most like fucking devoid of any sort of like. They got
cuckoo clocks, mate.
They've got fucking
loads of them.
They got
the Alps, the Swiss Alps.
Oh no!
Chocolate.
Don't use Switzerland as any sort of example. Give me another country.
No, give me another country. Doing a good job of it.
Yeah, but they're shit.
They're not.
They are shit.
Why? What? Because you don't like Swiss culture? Why are you racist against the Swiss?
Because they're rubbish.
You hate the Croats.
Yes, I do. I hate the Croats. I hate the Swiss. I hate the Germans. I hate the Belgians. I like UK, that's why I voted to leave.
You wish you voted to leave.
No, but seriously though, Swiss are shit, mate. Have you ever heard them speak?
Yeah, we're a bit weird out there, man.
Yeah, man.
No, but they do. They have like. I think we should have counties. Should be like the states in the US. Yeah. And we do everything on a county level,
Hunger
rather
Games
than
or something.
Yeah.
That'd be good, yeah.
Fucking Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Look, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Nor do I.
I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand what
I'm just plucking shit out of the air. I don't fucking understand how any of this bollocks works. No one does. That's why we shouldn't have gigantic referendums on this shit.
Well,
it's ridiculous. Tear the country apart. No one's even like left or right anymore. They're leave and remain.
I find, I mean, I've discussed this with you before, either on this podcast or in just normal life, whereby things for me have become, where my life before was like just bumbling along, you know, nicey, goody, having fun, all this kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Now things have become a bit like seriously. And actually I've changed for good or bad, kind of. Well, probably for the better, questioning things more, I suppose.
Yeah.
And not just kind of accepting something because I get told something, questioning stuff more. And I think it is the sort of state of society we're in at the moment which has caused this to happen.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, really.
In a
But
way.
it does also make your head hurt a bit.
Yeah, it does. Makes you anxious. It makes me anxious.
Very anxious.
Yeah.
Very, very anxious these days.
I don't like it at all. Like,
No.
there was there's a guy as a journalist that I quite like called Tim Pool. He's very good at giving sort of balanced views on stuff. He posted a thing, I think, on Instagram or Twitter recently with some charts of the polarization of politics over the last sort of 20 or so years, and just showing just how far away from each other the left and right are getting. Like, you used to be able to, like, 20 or 30 years ago, you know, to be left wing, you would hold, any number of like 6 particular opinions, and the same on the right. But you could hold like 2 or 3 left wing opinions and 1 right, and whatever you still left. Whereas now it's like basically they've just gone so far off in different directions, and it's like to be left wing, you have to have every single one. You have to have 100% of those opinions, or you're not in the club. And it's the sort of the same on the right. But if you look at how far either side has gone off towards the extremities of their political spectrum, like the left, each side have got much further away, but the left has just gone off towards the far left. Like, it's ridiculous. This was in America, but the UK is sort of downstream from America in terms of like political culture, really. And it's just, that's not good at all. I don't think it's good at all. It's like, you have to be 100% in, or you're 100% out.
Yeah.
Which is like, because most people aren't like that though. Like, most people will be like, well, on some things I fall left, on some other bits I fall right. Like, all social stuff I'm kind of left, but economic stuff, I guess I'm a little bit more right. I don't know. Like, it's not simple. People want it to be binary and black and white, but it's not.
Because I'm conflicted, because on one side, I'd say that I am very much kind of freedom of speech and kind of equal rights for people, but then I just hate gay people. So I'm just really conflicted. Do you know what I mean? Like,
how far are you prepared to go with that?
Yeah.
Before you have to go, I'm joking.
Of course I'm joking.
God, this is the thing. It's like, it's. Oh, I worked out. I was thinking about, you have a nice flowchart now about how whether or not something is free speech or hate speech. The flowchart goes like this. There's one box at the top, and the first box is, do you like how to work out that if someone in the public eye has said something and whether or not it needs to be deemed free speech or hate speech. The first box is, do you like that person?
Right, okay.
Okay, and then if it's yes, that's free speech.
Yeah.
But then if it's no, that's hate speech. That's how it works. That's how legally, I think that's how it works as well.
Good. As long as people like me, I can say that I don't like
you can say
gay
whatever
people.
you want. Yeah. And they'll be like, well, that's just his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion, freedom of speech and stuff. Yeah.
But what if I'm joking?
That's fine, and that's still freedom of speech as long as people like you. But if you start to drift off a little bit, like maybe a little swing a little bit more to the right, then there's not joke anymore. Then shut him down. Cancelled.
Right.
He's cancelled.
So what you're saying is I should start marching?
So what you're saying is
that I need to take this to the next level.
You need to get radicalised, Jim. That's what you need.
I need to step up my hatred. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. You need to get an armband on.
Yeah.
You need a flag.
And move.
Get out there and start.
Now, should I stay in Brighton or should I?
No, you need to go somewhere even whiter than Brighton.
Right. Okay.
If such a thing is possible.
Okay. Cool, man.
New Haven.
Fine.
Southwick.
I've always fancied Southwick.
Cheaper than Port Slade.
Better than Shoreham.
No, Shoreham's the best. You want out of that little... How we're taking the right
Do you know
turn
what?
here.
Southwick's all right.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad anymore.
It's
up and
okay.
coming, man.
I went there recently.
Yeah.
It was okay. There was a park and everything. There was like a summer field, and the guy was so nice to me in there, man. Not a summer field. What's it called? Co-op.
Safeways.
Man. No, co-op.
Yeah.
This guy was so nice to me.
You're right, mate.
Yeah.
You okay?
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay. About this Tory leadership debate, have I got anything else on the list? Yeah, Black Mirror.
Oh. Black Mirror. I mean, I haven't seen it.
Oh, have you not seen have you seen any of the new series?
I started watching it, but I was just like, I can't really invest my time in this. I'd much rather watch old episodes of Friends.
Yeah, you know what? Like, this is... I find it hard work to invest in something new now when I could just go back and watch something I've watched 30 times already.
Yeah,
You
it
know
just
what I
makes
mean?
you feel happy and nice
Yeah.
and good.
Really? Old
Like-
episodes of Friends, though?
Yeah, man, that's what me and Susie watch like every night. It just calms
Kinda
me
gay,
down.
bro. Kinda gay.
No, oh no, I genuinely nothing like an episode of Friends to make you feel better. Nothing.
Friends is deeply problematic, mate. Did you see that
It
when it
is-
went up on
well,
Netflix?
yeah,
It's
well,
like,
it is deeply.
whoa, this is really problematic.
Well, actually, if you were to be the part of the triggered generation, there are parts of Friends which is actually, if you were that way inclined, deeply offensive.
Yeah.
For example, I watched an episode last night of Ross having a complete fucking breakdown just because his son played with a Barbie doll over a G.I. Joe, right? His son being 3 years of age, right? You know, if your son wants to play with a Barbie doll at 3 years of age, it doesn't mean he's going to turn out to be a raging faggot. Which I could see that's what...
This is how Ross's eyes
Yeah,
are just
yeah.
going,
And he-
oh my God.
And there's this sort of... Well, it's cut out from the programme. But he actually said... Well, this is the...
I see a little twinge just go across your face. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
This is...
He says to Chandler, "Hey, buddy, is my son a faggot?"
Is that what? Is that in the deleted scenes on
Yeah,
the
that's
DVD?
the deleted scenes.
Awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Chandler says, "Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a faggot."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
yeah.
God, yeah, I guess Friends kind of is problematic then if you
No, but
now that
no.
I
In
think
all
about it.
seriousness, right? He thinks he's worried
Yeah.
about his son being gay because he's playing. Don't worry about it. There's a bunch of other stuff like.
It's also like, yeah, so what? Like, what? That is weird though. Like, when was that? The 90s? Late 90s?
Yeah, or early noughties. Yeah.
That's a kind of that's an odd storyline to go down with a 3-year-old.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, and there's like a bunch of other
I'm
stuff.
kind of on the snowflake side over there.
Well, yeah, there's an interesting article a while ago which I read about how, like, I'll have to dig it out, but it's all about how Ross is a really controlling character and like how he, like, basically he never really lets Rachel move on. Like,
Right,
he's
yeah.
allowed to move on, and then actually whenever she gets a new partner, he kind of like he holds her back, and like the whole thing with his son and how weird he is, and actually like any kind of femininity which is shown by the men is kind of completely kind of shown in a really sort of negative light.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know, it's not really what a man's all about, is it? You know, showing any sort of sensitivity or femininity, that is, you got to be a real man, haven't you?
Yeah, you got fucking man up, mate.
Yeah, you got.
Otherwise, what you gay or something?
Yeah, but
That penis is going to swing up inside you, mate.
yeah, well, that's, you know, and yeah, but aside from that, I love it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of comforting, isn't it? Yeah. Do you think that's what people in the sort of, I don't know, who grew up watching television in the 70s and stuff, what they sort of said about, like, what's that? Is it Alf Barnett or?
Oh, what's it called, that program? Yeah, Alf Garnett, you mean?
Alf Garnett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's what they said? Oh, God, just put on those old episodes. What was it called? Love Thy Neighbour.
Love Thy Neighbour, yeah.
Yeah, put on a few episodes of Love Thy Neighbour and
Alf-
just, it's just so comforting, isn't
Alf
it?
Garnett.
When I'm coming down really hard.
Yeah.
Put Alf on.
So he was living next door to a black family.
I've never seen it, but yeah, I'm led. Yeah.
And
that
that's
was
cool.
Yeah.
And he used to be like really racist.
Yeah.
And I like
Some of that good old fashioned 1970s racism.
racism.
Yeah.
Racism.
Yeah, all misty eyed.
Yeah, no, that's shit. Man. I watched a. Do you remember Mrs. Merton?
Yes.
I watched.
I don't really remember. Well, I mean, I remember it existing. I can't remember any sort of specifics from the show.
So Caroline Aherne, dressed up as an old woman, used to get people on her program.
Yes.
And she got. I don't know how I managed to get on this, but I was just watching YouTube videos, and it was just part of the stream that I'd been watching. And she had Bernard Manning on, on Mrs. Merton, and he was on the sofa with the guy. I don't believe it.
Oh,
Victor Meldrew.
Victor Meldrew. Richard.
Richard Wilson.
Yeah.
And just Bernard Manning is genuinely really quite offensive.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah,
and
he was a really vile human, wasn't he?
Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
And this is, freedom of speech, right? Because that's it. It comes back. I don't like him, you see.
Yeah, no, sure. But, like, the thing is, where I fall on, like, the freedom of speech, there's obviously people who say awful stuff. Like, you can go, well, he's telling racist jokes, all this sort of thing. It's like, well, the correct response to that, but this is where, like, actual real sort of, like, social justice comes in. It's like, okay, well, you're telling really awful racist jokes, or, like, you're being genuinely racist, or, what are this... blah blah blah. The idea is that you're then sort of shunned from polite society, and you're shown that your views are abhorrent and blah blah. But you have people can explain to you why what you're saying is awful, and that's not that's not the correct way to conduct yourself, and so on and so forth. But like, it really, like, the thing with freedom of speech is this is where exactly the law comes into play with this. It's like, so you've made a horrendous racist joke on Twitter. Okay, you're like, well, yeah, it's perfectly reasonable now for your company to fire you, for your people to not want to employ you anymore. Or
so it's only about the law.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the thing with it's purely really about the law with freedom of speech. Is whether or not, like, should we be able to put people in prison for a joke?
What about fine them?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's it. Then you go to fine them and they don't pay the fine, and then what? How long does it take to escalate until you put that person in prison? It's the same thing, really. Can you...
What about tell them off?
A smacked botty, maybe.
Yeah.
Tell them off publicly.
Well, how about, say for instance...
get their mum involved.
How about you say something really hateful?
Yeah.
And then the police come over and say, look, we're going to tell you off now.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Don't do that again.
Don't do that again, all right?
Go and play on the other side of the internet.
And then you go, well, I'm going to do it again.
Right. No, because you wouldn't say that. You go, all right, I'm sorry, but then you do it again.
Yeah. And then they come back and tell you off again, but they can't put you in prison because, free speech and that.
Right, yeah.
So
well, it's a tricky thing, isn't it? Like, I'm glad I'm not the one that makes the rules up here, but
I'm just playing devil's wanker.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. But yeah, I think really, your freedom of speech arguments come down to the law rather than like, well, so and so should have been allowed to keep their job because of like whatever happened to freedom of speech, man. It's like, well, no, it's a private company. Like
they have their own
hire
laws.
And fire and so on. It's whether or not we should be able to put people in prison. It's like, because presumably you could, I don't know whether or not you could make the argument as to whether or not Joe Brand is inciting violence with the battery acid joke. Yeah. Or you just go, well, it's a joke, it's an unpleasant one, but like,
Yeah.
You have to apply the law fairly is the thing. The problem with defending freedom of speech is the thing is you have to defend deeply unpleasant people saying deeply unpleasant things, because the problem is if you're one of those people who are like, no, hate speech is not freedom of speech and this, that, and the other. It's like, well, what makes you so sure that it will not end up affecting you? Like, what makes you so sure that we might not end up with a far-right government that decides to clamp down on anti-conservative speech? You know, it's perfectly possible. Like, it could happen.
Yeah.
You know, I reckon if the government started clamping down on lefties on Twitter saying anti-government, making anti-government sentiment, like, I reckon you'd be pretty fucking in favour of free speech at that point.
Yeah.
It's like you have to be big enough to go, all right, well, as painful as it is, we have to apply it across the board.
It's kind of cool, though, when the left do it, though.
Oh, it's fine when the left do it. That's freedom of speech, isn't it?
It's just like, you know, really sort of deeply offensive sexual violence.
Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? Like,
That's cool.
if it's about a Tory MP or something, it's fine. It's just freedom of speech, isn't it?
That's good, man. I like that.
You know, but anyone else, and then that's awful. Put them in prison.
Fucking shit, man.
Yeah, but it takes a bigger person to like go, all right, as unpleasant as it is, we have to apply it fairly across the board. Like, that's the law of the land. It shouldn't, like, you know, everyone should be equal in front of the law. As much as possible. I don't know, Jim. I'm trying to navigate this ludicrous fucking world that we live in as best I can. I think I know something, and then I look something up and realise that I don't know anything at all.
Yeah, my mind's melting, man. I feel like I've thought too much, you know?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, good to have you back after so many weeks.
Thanks, man. It's good to be back.
Good to be back, dude. Talk the tut for a few hours.
So we were going to say... because we're going to do this a bit more often, aren't we?
Well, we want to. Yeah, I'd like to. But the thing is, well, we have two options here, really. I mean, we can either continue to do what we've been doing for the last 6 months or whatever, which is whenever we have a chance, we get in here and just talk tut for, for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
With no pre-prepared anything.
Yeah, and just sort of feel around each other's bodies quite a lot and just tweaking
into the bodies.
Tweaking and pulling and...
There's no shame.
And just
really exploring each other's bodies.
Orgasms.
Verbally.
And just stroking.
Verbally body exploration.
Spuffing.
Incredible.
Wanking.
It's appalling.
Or we try to... We go back to the Rankin Radio... glory days, as I see them, which is season 2.
Yep.
Which was...
Can people still listen to that?
Yep, they're still on... you know what, man? I don't know. Well, look, I can put the Libsyn link, which has the full archive on. I don't know whether or not they're all on iTunes. But I can put the distributor that we use creates a really weird, crude-looking website that looks like it was made in the 90s off the RSS feed, and that has everything on it.
Right.
Yeah. Or we could try and go back, which has 2 or 3 pre-recorded sketches and all of that sort of thing in it. However, that's a lot of work. It's basically like a day's work each over the week. You work full-time, I work full-time. You know, it's a lot to do. So the option there is to put it up on Patreon to make it a sort of exclusive thing to see whether or not, you know, people would be up for paying, you know, I don't know, $1 an episode, a couple of dollars a month, the price of a coffee per month for us to, you know, spend a day a week on, you know, making a significant amount of pre-recorded comedy sketch content for the show, interspliced with obviously other silly games and general, you know,
silliness,
hijinks and silliness and Rankin Radio
I
antics.
think we should change the price point though.
Oh yeah,
I think $100 an episode.
Right, so we get like 3 listeners.
Yeah,
but
it'll be just sort of really worth.
It'd be really like luxury Rankin Radio, like really high-end Rankin
just
Radio.
Real kind of proper, like amazing production vat, like real CGI.
Yeah, we got a whole film crew, red cams, like 8K footage.
Yeah, but a
$1
an episode. Yeah, why are you talking in dollars all of a sudden?
Because Patreon does it in dollars. It's annoying. You can't make it in pounds. There are other options.
Okay, dollar.
Quid seems unreasonable. Dollar. What's a dollar worth?
Yeah,
Who knows?
About 40p or something.
Just something like that.
Dollar.
Well, hopefully we'll join the Euro soon enough.
So anyway, let us know, man. Let us know what you want us to do.
Christ, if you got this far into the episode, then Jesus, let us know.
And,
basically, would you be prepared to pay 60p an episode for it to be back to the glory days, or are you happy for us to just shoot the shit for an hour every whenever we can? It's the long and the short of that one.
So what's so good? Well, okay, you got two. Well, it's like leave and remain, isn't it? I think maybe let's boil it down to two very kind of distinct. What about good and shit?
Free shit, cheap good.
Yeah, cheap good, free shit.
Yeah.
It's
Are
your
we
choice.
saying that these are shit? That's where we just turn up and talk politics. Are they really shit? Or like, is that like free and good, or cheap and better?
Well, shit can be good, can't it?
In a way. Well, you know, I've spoken to numerous people recently, and they've been like, I actually enjoy the technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Good, cheap.
Yeah.
Good, free.
Yeah.
That's your
slightly better. Yeah. Okay.
cheap or free.
Yeah.
That's your choice.
Choice is yours, guys.
And remember, there is a slight difference in quality and regularity.
Yes, there would be much more regularity with a small
cheap,
yeah,
or free, sporadic.
How many episodes are we on now, man? We must be about 200 or something over the years. How many years have we been doing it?
7.
I reckon 7 as well.
Yeah, it is 7. 2012.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we celebrated our 100th episode when we were at Trickstar.
Yeah, we did a lot. We did about 100 episodes there, though, I think.
No, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, almost, very nearly.
I suppose we were there every week for a very long time, weren't we?
Yeah, we got fucking about 500,000 downloads or something overall.
Wow.
Wild. Yeah, there's yeah, crazy. Mad.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So cheap or free?
Yeah.
That's your choice.
You decide, guys.
Let us know.
Listen, we love you enormously. Let us know on the Rankin Radio Facebook page. But we'll be back soon with more info.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you guys. Bye.